You guys wanted to know how I style my hair, so let's go do it. My hair is greasy. I don't remember when I washed it, so that says a lot. I had to tie it up today and my big ears were exposed. And we're not about that life, so let's go wash my hair. So we'll be using the L'Oreal Absolute Repair Molecular. I don't know why I struggled. I'm going to use that shampoo. We're going to use the Peptide Bonder and then a leave-in conditioner kind of thing. It's a leave-in mask. I've used this before and I liked it, but they basically come up with this to compete with Olaplex. Olaplex had like what, 9 stages, like 9 steps, and I used to use Olaplex in 2021, 2022, but it's so expensive and so many steps. It was like hours to do the full routine. So I am excited to start implementing the full thing. Ignore my pile of washing. This is clean laundry. It's in a basket. It's just the pile is so high. So yeah, anyways, let's get into it. As you can tell, I've just washed my hair. How am I looking? Cute, I know. I've had my hair in a towel for about 23 minutes. So let's put in some product. So let's just do that. Nice. And now I'm just gonna take a comb and just brush it through. I brushed my hair in the shower so I don't have any knots. This is just to help to distribute the product a little bit better in my hair. So now with my hair, because it's winter, my hair does not like the winter. It becomes frizzy as hell. I can style my hair, it can look so pretty, but the moment I stand outside in the winter, puffy. It gets big, it gets wavy, it's frizzy as fuck. I didn't know how to do it for years. I thought maybe no, nothing helped. Until my hairdresser put me onto this product. The Kerastase Complete Anti-Frizz Care for all unruly hair. Okay, rhymes. This is my second bottle. So I'm just going to spray it all over my hair from the root to the tip. As you can see, I use quite a bit of product. Again, we're just going to brush it through the hair for equal distribution. You don't want to apply your products straight out of the shower because your hair is still soaking wet. When you apply the products, you're basically diluting the products in your hair. So it will make the products less effective. Now I'm going in with a blow dry cream, just putting it in the roots. Both of these products are also heat protectant, so you get to skip a step. Again, brush that through. Now I'm going to put my hair back up in the towel for a little bit longer. Okay, I've dried my hair a little bit. So now we're just going to put in our last product, which is Olaplex No. 7 Bonding Oil. Anything left over, you can just put it for the rest of your hair. Just the majority of it, make sure you put it at the ends of your hair, because you don't want your hair to get greasy. We're using a blow dry brush, but this is from Shark. This is one of their new products, and it's kind of like the Dyson Airwrap when it comes to the hairdryer function. It claims it won't damage your hair, but then it also has a dry hair setting when you want to restyle your hair, and that does heat up to 210 degrees, I think. The first thing I'm going to do is use a rat tail comb just for this end to section my hair. To section my crown, which is the top of the head, basically where you would put a crown. And now I'm going to use sectioning clips to keep it up. I got this whole entire set from Amazon. I think it has like 3 or 4 different clips. I'm going to take this big clip, section it, just twist it, make into a little bun at the top of my head. There we go, secure. I'm going to take another section, and again twist it and put it into a little bun like how we did for the crown. Now we're just doing the same to the other side. I had the Revlon brush, but it got really hot, and I just felt like the heat distribution on my hair wasn't equal, and I just feel like over time that's going to cause damage at different parts of my hair and make it look quite frizzy in some areas. I'm going to section this further. Whatever I do on one side, I do to the other. Now I'm going to take it on the drier setting. I'm just going
going to explain a bit more detail what I'm doing. So first thing I'm doing is just focusing on drying the hair before actually trying to get the blowout style. So I'm just running it through my hair a couple of times just so it can dry up a little quicker. And then now what I'm going to do, I'm going to wrap my hair and keep it tight up to the roots. So in that way it can hold some volume. So you can see I'm doing it now. And then when I'm drying it, I'm focusing a lot on the end. As you can see, I'm twisting the brush just on the end so I can create that little flick.
It smoothed out my hair and created this little flick. What's really cool about this brush is it has a cool tip at the top here. So when you're twisting it, you can hold it from the top. Let's do another section. You don't want to take a section that's bigger than the brush, because then it won't be able to dry equally, and that means you're going to have to go over that section even more, adding more heat to the hair. There we got another flick. One thing I forgot to show was that I got my regular hairdryer and I just dried my roots. Because this is such a big brush, it won't be able to get straight to the roots. So even if the rest of your hair is dry, the roots will still be wet and that could cause some frizz. So it's always important that if you use any blowout brush, it can be this, it could be Revlon, whatever one, it could be one that's £300, £50, £40, make sure you blow dry your roots first. Can you see that nice wave that's created? We've got a wave, we've got some bounce, we also have some volume. This is one half done. The hair looks shiny, it has lots of volume, and it has some texture because at the end, and I mean texture in a good way, being that it doesn't look flat, it looks a bit bouncy, and that's what I mean by texture. Here's the other side, freshly done. I had blonde hair highlights be much more obvious to see. There we go. Now let's do the crown. Now the crown is where I want the most volume. So like you saw me do with the top parts, I was holding the brush high. I'm going to do that again with the crown. So I'm probably going to split this into 3 sections. We have my curtain bangs and then we've got the back parts.
This is what I mean by blow drying it up. As you can see, I'm holding the brush up and I'm pulling my hair up. I'm blowing it all the way up to make sure I get as much volume as possible, if that makes sense.
If you dry it where your parting is, so if you section your hair then dry it accordingly, like for example for me I'm middle parting, that will then dry it flat. But if you dry it without a parting, you're just going to create more volume. Look how it styled my fringe. Now that we have so much volume in our hair, I'm just going to put this at the heat styling section. And when it's green, it means it's ready to go. The pink plates smooths out the hair. So for these sections here, I've added a few ringlets, I guess you want to call them. We put it on that setting I talked about. We're going to get a strand so your hair doesn't tangle. Just going to twist it. Pull it down and twist out, creating that tension. And it's created this ringlet, so I'm just going to twist it with my finger a bit more. You can add as many as you like, so I'm just going to add a few more to the side. There we go. And if you're going to use your finger to twist it more, make sure you twist it the same direction so you can see it better. I thought I'll show it to you against my skin. There we go. Now I'm just going to part my hair properly. This is definitely my favourite routine. This is way better than GHD Hot Rise brush I was using. Now to maintain it, I don't use hairspray, because my hairstylist told me it just makes the hair dry. So instead he recommended Redken spray wax. I love it. Oh. And this is the finished result. I hope you like this tutorial, and I hope you love how your hair turns out if you use the same techniques and the same tools, because I absolutely love this. This is my go-to style now. Love it. Thanks for watching. Bye.